competition because you do it for money.
Probably a competition.
So I've had this debate at work. Shout out to Martin County Hospital. Hey. No, it's like what constitutes a sport? They show poker, a card game on ESPN, the Entertainment Sports Programming Network. There's sports. What about bowling? Is that a sport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
What about cheerleading?
Cheerleading is actually now classified as a sport.
Very touchy subject.
No, I read it the other day. You did just
read that?
Yes, I told you.
Because you flipped out when you saw it.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I think cheerleading, maybe not the stuff on like the side of a football game would be considered
like the competitions.
But it's like choreographed tumbling. It's very athletic. I couldn't do it.
Like look at all the Bring It Ons, man.
Yeah, there's like 12 of those movies.
Oh
so
my
it
God.
Has to be. It must be a sport. There's only like one Friday Night Live movie. There's tons.
Well, just like there's going to be 7 Fast and the Furious for racing.
Well, there's tons of football movies, but there's only one Jamaican bobsled movie, so we know that.
Cool
that's a real sport, though.
That's true. It is a sport. What were we talking about?
I don't even know. Something about
competitive hot dog.
Yeah, that's where that started.
That's where they dip it in the water. That's gross.
Yeah, that's
the one thing I cannot stand is soggy bread.
Say that.
Are you recording?
Probably not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nothing's happening right today. Absolutely nothing.
Soggy bread.
Soggy bread. You're listening to Soggy Bread in the Morning. Be a new name.
I would change the channel.
Soggy bread and chocolate milk.
Ew, such a horrible choice. Oh, man. Wow.
Bro.
That's awesome. Pops in the Park. Yeah, Pops in the Park will be happening next weekend.
Hey,
next week.
Question.
Yeah, what's your question?
Are we going to be off on July 4th?
I don't know.
I mean, I know that because I'm administration, so that if, we are off.
That seems more of a personal question, especially since Pops in the Park is on the 3rd.
Yeah.
I will be off. I will actually be off for Funtastic 4th and Pops in the Park. So
that's awesome.
That's good for you. That doesn't always happen out that way.
It does not.
Nice.
So, very
great.
Word of the day. Excited.
Yeah, there we go.
Word of the day.
Hey, let's get some birthdays and anniversaries in the Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/KVS957. We got TSN weather coming up. Yeah, you should have done that. KVST AM and FM.
KBest Radio, it's time for your West Texas weather report. Northwest flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and any storms that do form across the eastern parts of Colorado and western Kansas will dive our direction over the next couple of days. But as we head towards week's end and into the upcoming weekend, rain chances will start to diminish, the temperatures will warm, and the winds will pick up as well. For today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could produce some locally heavy rainfall, with lightning and wind being the main threats. I'm not looking for too many of these to become severe. Temperatures before any rain does form will hit the low 90s, south winds light at 5 to 10. For tonight, any showers and storms that are around should dissipate before midnight, lows into the low 70s. For Wednesday, a 30% chance of showers and storms east to 277, 20% west, highs into the low 90s. Into Thursday and Friday, we start to warm up. I'm staff meteorologist Amber Knopf.
Meet your egg farmer. Name's Tom. American egg farmers like me put their hens first, so you can have confidence in where your eggs come from. Learn more at incredibleegg.org/Good Egg Project.
I hope you got that URL that we don't have time to spell.
The Incredible Edible Egg.
The Incredible Edible Egg.
Eggs. Incredible protein. Incredible breakfast.
In a world of fast food, self-service, and warehouse supercenters, what happened to fashion service? And for that matter, what happened to good manners?
Next.
Wouldn't you like to get the low prices of a supercenter along with the great service of a hometown drugstore? Well, good news, Big Spring has them both, and it's called Professional Pharmacy. On the corner of 10th and Main, Professional Pharmacy has the same low prices on insured prescriptions without the long wait. Fast, convenient, Professional Pharmacy, low prices, and good old-fashioned service.
Y'all come back. in South Texas.
As part of Operation Cross Country, which targets the people who prey on children, 6 underage prostitutes in the San Antonio and Austin area were saved, and 3 of their pimps were arrested. But the FBI's Michelle Lee admits this is merely the tip of the iceberg.
We see that the demand for children is something that continues to increase at an exponential level.
And it's not abused children that are the victims. She says in this case, they were surprised to find underage prostitutes who came from normal middle-class families. In San Antonio, Michael Board, TSN News.
A judge has blocked state attempts to oust District Judge John Dietz, who has been presiding over the long-running school finance trial in Texas. More than 600 school districts have sued, claiming $5.5 billion in classroom cuts in 2011 violated the Texas Constitution. State Attorney General Greg Abbott had filed a motion trying to force Dietz off the case, which wrapped up in February, but there's no indication about when a final ruling might come down. South of Abilene, a small community, has only about 100 students in the district, but the prosecutors say a woman managed to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from the school.
Patty Smith was business manager for the Lone School District south of Abilene from 2006 through 2012. During that time, she managed to embezzle more than $500,000 before school administrators became suspicious and reported her to the Texas Rangers.
Like many other thefts, at some point, can't really conceal it any further, especially when you're taking that kind of money.
Assistant United States Attorney Matthew Devlin says Smith faces up to 15 years in prison for embezzling the money from the district. She also faces a restitution order, which requires her to pay back the $500,000. But Devlin says it's unlikely the district will ever actually see any of their money. Cameron Fairchild, TSN News.
Numbers obtained by the Houston Chronicle show 3,000 charges have been filed against inmates in Texas prisons since 2009. Lance Lowry, president of the state's Correctional Employees Union, blames a high turnover rate among guards and a lack of training when it comes to dealing with inmates who have mental health issues.
We've seen almost a 20% cutback in overall state mental health services, and a lot of these individuals are now being diverted into our prison system.
The same report also shows about 600 charges have been filed against guards since 2009. 4 teenagers in southeast Texas are in big trouble, accused of vandalizing a junior high school in Orangefield, northeast of Houston. The damage total estimated to be nearly $20,000. The sheriff in Orange County says parts of the school were ransacked with paint dumped on the floors. This is TSN News.
I'm here to tell you about an amazing new acne treatment that even Proactive says is better than Proactive. It's called Proactive Plus. It's totally new, totally advanced. Proactive Plus is their best, most effective solution ever from the #1 name in acne care. If your goal is a flawless complexion, call 1-800-390-3407, 1-800-390-3407. That number once again is 1-800-390-3407.
Hi, I'm Sam Jackson. Cancer will strike more than 175,000 kids worldwide this year alone. This includes infants, children, teens, and young adults. The likelihood that teens and young adults will survive cancer is far greater when treated by pediatric oncologists. Survival can depend on treatment from experts in childhood cancer and a commitment to collaborative, groundbreaking research. To learn more, go to stbaldrick's.org or standuptocancer.org.
The Islamic extremist group that kidnapped more than 200 Nigerian schoolgirls in April has abducted dozens more people, according to witnesses. This happened in northeast Nigeria, where members of Boko Haram are said to have abducted 60 girls and women and about 30 boys from some villages. Security forces in Nigeria, though, deny the kidnappings happened. The president of Iraq's ethnic Kurdish region says we're facing a new reality and a new Iraq as the country considers new leadership for the currently Shiite-led government. A Sunni rampage by insurgents could throw the country into civil war. And Vladimir Putin reportedly has asked his parliament to cancel a resolution sanctioning the use of military force in Ukraine. I'm Mitch Carr on the Texas State Network, TSN.
With news every hour, this is KVST AM and FM, Big Spring.
Here's
the latest from ABC News. I'm Richard Davies. Fresh urgency in Iraq, where ISIS, the Sunni-led extremist group, is making more gains. Now ISIS in control of Iraq's largest oil refinery north of Baghdad. Secretary of State Kerry met this morning with Kurdish leaders. He says the U.S. is willing to help the Iraqi government fight insurgents, but
the president has decided, and the American people have made clear, nobody wants to see American soldiers coming back here in a combat role.
A troubling new development in a region in turmoil. ABC News has learned that terrorists in Syria are working with al-Qaeda bomb makers in Yemen to target airliners. More from ABC's Aaron Katursky.
Al-Qaeda's affiliate in Yemen is known for creative explosives. It was behind the underwear bomb plot and a plot to take down cargo jets with devices built from printers. Now, sources tell ABC News the U.S. has intelligence that those Yemeni bomb makers are teaming with al-Qaeda's offshoot in Syria, the al-Nusra Front, to build a new generation of bombs that could be smuggled aboard U.S. or European passenger jets. There is no specific plot, but the concerns are similar to warnings earlier this year about explosives hidden in toothpaste or cosmetics. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
The Islamic extremist group that kidnapped more than 200 schoolgirls in Nigeria 2 months ago has abducted dozens more people. Witnesses in northeast Nigeria say members of Boko Haram abducted 60 girls and women and 31 boys. The National Weather Service out with more warnings about extreme weather in the middle of the country. There was the close call in Denver last night.
At Denver's busiest airport overnight, ominous dark skies overhead, while inside passengers and workers were whisked to safety, told to seek shelter in stairwells and bathrooms while the risk of a tornado passed.
There was no damage there, but a small Ohio town south of Cleveland had a tornado that damaged and destroyed nearly a dozen homes. This is ABC News.
Tony Stewart wins the Cobalt Tools 400.
This is Tony Stewart here to tell you about a way veterans and service members can get on the fast track for well-deserved benefits. It's called eBenefits, a website created by VA and DoD that gives veterans, service members, and families instant access to more than 40 benefits and services. It's a way to serve those who have served us. To get started, just go to www.ebenefits.va.gov or just do a search for VA eBenefits.
Brought to you by the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I move, I pick myself up and dance for all to see. My lines so elegant, my arms so straight. I had to share. You will not stop me, multiple sclerosis, because I am a mover and a shaker. I'm Tamara, and I've been living with MS since 2004.
Join the movement at nationalmssociety.org.
Coming today, National Traffic Safety Administrators and crash investigators to release a report on last year's crash of an Asiana Airlines jumbo jet at San Francisco. 3 passengers died. Here's ABC's Alex Stone.
Investigators have already said they found no signs of mechanical or electrical problems with the Boeing 777 before it hit a seawall at San Francisco's airport and broke apart. Today, the NTSB is meeting to issue its findings on why the plane crashed. Its emphasis will likely be on the pilots failing to watch the plane's speed. Deborah Hersman was NTSB chair at the time of the crash.
Generally, you can't blame an accident on one single factor.
Asiana Airlines has blamed Boeing for the crash. Boeing has blamed pilot error. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Another big car safety recall spreading to millions of vehicles made by 7 manufacturers. It involves airbags on older cars. Richard Davies, ABC News.
Elrod's Furniture is pleased to announce that we are now the authorized dealer for Flex Steel furniture. Flex Steel, America's seating specialist, has been producing high-quality furniture for over 100 years. The Latitude collection features the Dual Flex spring system that sets the standard for comfort. This spring system pairs the famous blue ribbon seat spring with helical coils into a durable steel frame. And because it's Flex Steel, both the wood frame and the spring system are guaranteed for life. The Latitudes collection lets you enjoy the quality of Flex Steel furniture, as well as the luxury of fine leather at prices you can afford. So come in for a no-pressure shopping experience at Elrod's Furniture, Big Spring's oldest, largest, finest furniture store with the best brands and best prices at 2309 Scurry Street.
Choate Well Service has lots of equipment for your water well needs. We drill water wells that are always cased and gravel packed to keep the well from caving and sanding in. Choate Well Service drills and finishes a well to state specifications for oil well sites and domestic applications. For your water well needs, call us. Choate Well Service, 393-5231. We're the best in the business.
It's never too late to enroll at New Hope Christian School for newborns through 12. New Hope offers a Becca curriculum with loving Christian teachers, after-school care, and transportation available for most area schools. Hot, nutritious breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack provided. Stop by 118 Cedar Road or go to newhopebigspring.com. That's www.newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference New Hope can make in your child's future.
We're sending you back to the future.
Your child's future depends on their education, and Nazarene Christian Academy continues to provide you with a choice in that education. With kindergarten, first grade, and second grade coming in 2014, they provide a Becca curriculum with certified, loving Christian teachers. For more information, go to newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference Nazarene Christian Academy can make in your child's future.
Westex Auto Parts on the Schneider Highway in Big Spring loves auto parts. The place is full of them, so many it's nearly impossible to count. And new ones are arriving every day. Westex knows where the parts are, and if you need one that's unique and hard to find, Westex can probably find it for you through its nationwide communication system with parts dealers all across the country. Westex, the folks in the know when it comes to auto parts. Schneider Highway, Big Spring.
The t-shirts are coming. T-shirts are coming. The Pops in the Park t-shirts are coming. Want a sneak peek? Log on to kbestmedia.com to see this year's official Pops in the Park t-shirt from your official Pops in the Park radio stations at K-Best Media. As always, the free Pops t-shirts will be launched into the crowd at Pops in the Park on July 3rd. But if you want to make sure that you and your family get these patriotic shirts, tomorrow is the last day you can order them at kbestmedia.com. These top quality shirts are just $15, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Pops in the Park Fund to help keep our fireworks show spectacular. T-shirts are available in youth sizes and adult sizes, but they must be ordered by tomorrow. It's the last day to pre-order. So log on to kbestmedia.com right now to order your size. That's kbestmedia.com. KBEST media.com. Let's show our patriotism and have a fabulous fireworks show this year at Pops in the Park.
Benny Boyd buys it all. That's right. Benny Boyd in Lubbock wants to buy your high-mileage vehicle, and he'll pay a lot more than you'd expect. Why drive it into the ground when you can get above-market value on it today? Sell it for cash on the spot, or trade it in for a Better Buy pre-owned. Our Better Buy pre-owned vehicles are thoroughly inspected, and most include a lifetime engine warranty. Plus, we've got over 500 vehicles to choose from. Right now, we're paying top dollar for high-mileage premium brands like Lexus, Mercedes, BMW, luxury SUVs, and trucks. We'll even buy your vehicle over the phone and pick it up at no extra charge. Benny Boyd with 3 area locations, BennyBoyd.com or 877-251-2238.
Yeah, you better buy from Benny, and you'll get a better buy. That's Benny Boyd, y'all.
With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, June the 24th. I'm Tommy Reese in the KBST News Center with your K-Best Media Group News. Cloudy, 73 in Big Spring, and your complete K-Best Pinpoint 7 weather is on the way. Well, with this wet weather, fireworks stands, even though without that weather, they're still setting up for the upcoming 4th of July. KBST News Director Alex Huddleston has that story.
It's almost time for another summer of celebration as the 4th of July approaches, and that means that it's also almost time for fireworks.
We should be getting our shipment in today, and later this evening we'll be opening.
That's John McGee, operator of one of Howard County's fireworks stands. According to John, fireworks stands are allowed to sell fireworks for up to 10 days before the 4th of July, and so hopefully starting tonight, John will be opening his stand for the 3rd year in a row. John says that getting into fireworks was simple enough. A friend in Colorado City explained to him how to run a fireworks stand, and so he contacted TNT, the owners of the stand where he currently operates out of. According to John, the hardest part of running the stand was simply getting set up for the first time.
They give you a manual, and they do a good job trying to describe how it's going to be, and then the semi shows up with fireworks, and here you go.
And speaking of fireworks, don't forget, coming up weeks from now on Thursday, July 3rd, it's time once again for Pops in the Park, Big Spring's biggest firework festival. For more information on Pops in the Park and to get a sneak peek at this year's t-shirt designs, you can check our website, kbestmedia.com. In the KBS Newsroom, this is Alex Huddleston.
Thanks very much, Alex. Well, the U.S. government plans to turn an empty 55,000 square foot warehouse in South Texas into a processing facility for unaccompanied children who have entered the country illegally. That, according to construction permits. The permits, through a public records request by Associated Press, reveal plans for a 4-fence enclosed pods inside a steel warehouse in McAllen that could eventually accommodate about 1,000 children. The Department of Homeland Security did not immediately respond to a request for comment. More than 52,000 unaccompanied minors have been arrested since October after entering the United States illegally, a 99% increase over the same period a year earlier. About 3/4 of those children have been arrested in Rio Grande Valley there in South Texas. Howard County will authorize for emergency grazing use of Conservation Reserve Program CRP acres for fiscal year 2014. Currently, 59 counties have received emergency grazing approval. The 90-day emergency grazing period for those counties will end on September the 11th. In obits, Claudia Mercuri, 93, of Big Spring, died Friday, June the 20th, at her residence. Graveside funeral services will be at 10 a.m. today at the Peace Chapel at Trinity Memorial Park. Arrangements are under the direction of Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home. Juan Limon Sr., 84, of Big Spring, passed away Saturday, June 21st, at a local hospital. Graveside services will be at 2 p.m. today at the Peace Chapel at Trinity Memorial Park. Arrangements are under the direction of Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home. Annie Pearl Cook, 80, of Pecos, died Sunday, June 22nd, at a Big Spring hospital. A vigil service will be at 7 p.m. Wednesday at Nally Pickle and Welch Roswell Chapel, that is. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. Thursday, June 26th, at the Nally Pickle and Welch Roswell Chapel, with burial to follow at 3 p.m. Thursday at the Mount Evergreen Cemetery in Pecos. News time is 7:13, and this portion of the news being brought to you by Myers and Smith Funeral Home.
Losing a loved one is a time of turmoil. Thoughtfulness can go a long way to ease the burden.
At the last minute, I realized I forgot the floral arrangements, but they hadn't.
We'll see to every aspect with sensitivity, compassion, and respect.
Myers and Smith Funeral Home and Chapel.
News time, 7:13. And remind you here that the City of Big Spring Senior Center food service will be closed tomorrow, which means meal preparation at that facility will not be available on that day. Frozen meals will be delivered today in lieu of those prepared meals. They apologize for any inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. Now let's take a look at sports right quick. Seems like Tim Duncan for the San Antonio Spurs is coming back. He has exercised his option 2014-15. He'll be back for $10 million. Of course, the San Antonio Spurs just won their 5th NBA championship. World Cup action, Italy takes on Uruguay today. Also, it's Costa Rica versus England, and Japan takes on Colombia. Scores from yesterday. Spain finally won a game, beat Australia 2-0. Brazil 4. Also was Brazil 4, Cameroon 1, and it was Netherlands 2 and Chile 0. Mexico 3, Croatia 1. By the way, Mexico and the Netherlands and Brazil are on Brazil. That is, they're on the way to the Sweet 16. Baseball action tonight. The Rangers are back at home to take on Detroit, and it'll be on the 1490. 6:35 is the pregame show. 7:05 is the first pitch tonight on the mighty 1490.
The forecast you need when you need it. K-Best Weather.
K-Best Pinpoint 7 weather forecast. Continued showers today. 40% chance of the wet stuff. Look for a high of 92 tonight, 72. Then on Wednesday, sunny, 94. Thursday, look for a high of about 97. Sunny and hot on Friday. Look for a high of 100. 101 Saturday, 103 on Sunday. For more on these stories, visit Facebook or log on to kbestmedia.com. I'm Tom A. Reese in the KBST Weather Center.
Pastor Courtney Ballard and the good folks at the Circuit Riders Cowboy Church of Howard County would like to invite you and your family to their Sunday worship services at 10 o'clock. Bible study begins at 9. Cowboy Church is located south of Big Spring at 5108 Nichols Road, and that's across the street from the Elbow Elementary School at the corner of Farm Road 818 and Nichols Road. Dress is casual. Come join us for old-time gospel and country songs. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.
A West Texas summer lies before us with countless ways to enjoy its sunshine, trails, lakes, parks, festivals, and lazy afternoons. The only 2 national parks in Texas are in West Texas, and there are numerous state parks out here. Whatever your travel plans might be for this summer, make sure your vehicle is in good shape. If you need a park, call West Tex at 263-5000. The folks in the know when it comes to auto parts, especially parts for late model pickups. Snyder Highway, Big Spring.
I wear slippers. I think they're comfortable, and because they slip on so quickly, they're slippers, I can get to McDonald's to enjoy the dollar menu at breakfast. I can get a cup of freshly brewed premium roast coffee, a savory sausage burrito, maybe a sausage McMuffin, who knows? 2 things for sure, though. I can count on getting them for just $1. And I'll be wearing slippers.
Every day, as always, there's a lot to love for a little on McDonald's dollar menu at participating McDonald's.
Thanks for making the lunch run, Jeff.
You know why he's making the McDonald's run every day, don't you?
Yeah, the fries.
The FIFA World Cup, he'll play Ole Ole game. He's taking everybody's game pieces so he can win the prizes.
Prizes? Come back here, Jeff.
Catch the passion at McDonald's. Savor a Big Mac fries and you win trips, free food, or other great prizes. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
No purchase necessary. Ends in store 7714 or while supplies last. Must be 18 years to enter online. See rules at participating McDonald's and mcd1gold.com. Void where prohibited.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
All right, showtime.
Showtime. Showtime.
It's showtime. It's showtime.
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 Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Hurry up.
Broadcasting live from the K-Best Studios in the Spring City. Wake up to hear with Gooney.
It's hard to think of words in the morning.
And Heather.
And I'm dyslexic and ADD.
Yeah.
Whoa.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That escalated.
Are you ready?
Good morning.
Can take a break.
Welcome to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. It's Tuesday. Look, I don't care, baby, by the way. That's right, June 24th, 7:19 here at the KBS Studios. Gooney here with you this morning. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
Derek the Bear Tans here.
Why are you interrupting the music with this useless information about the day and the time? This is good music.
Okay.
I mean,
speechless. He can't even say anything.
I mean, hey, Gooney, how you doing?
There we
I'm
go.
doing great.
Man.
Jeez, Derek. God.
You ruin everything.
Clap along. Just clap along.
If it is the truth.
No offense to you.
Don't waste your
Don't waste your
time.
time. Here's why. Don't you love how music tells you what to do?
I do, and I feel like a room without a roof.
Do you?
And I feel like I have to clap along.
Man.
Hey, I know what that song means.
What does that mean?
It means we're going to do the school lunch.
It does.
Today is Tuesday, June 24th. Southwest chicken casserole, tortilla chips, corn, charro beans, and applesauce.
Got some tortilla chips on the menu today.
That includes Goliath and the junior high is what it says.
Yeah?
But they're having sack lunch.
Wow.
Anything for breakfast?
Mini maple pancake, sausage patty, apples, and assorted fruit juice.
No chocolate milk?
Well, milk, yeah.
Okay.
They're going to get milk regardless. Just got to make sure you say tortilla.
Gotta say tortilla.
I just want to let you know that's the incorrect pronunciation.
It is.
Derek, I'm aware of that.
Pretty sure she knew that. Hey, I got a couple birthdays on the Facebook this morning.
Hey, Marion.
Heather's got some shout outs on here.
I do.
Happy birthday to Raymond Hodnett.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Ray, and to Brandy Coleman.
Yes.
Also, happy birthday to both those folks.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. If you're having a birthday or anniversary out there, we here at Gooney in the Morning want to wish you a very special birth anniversary.
Yep.
Hey, my mom dropped that word the other day.
Did she really?
Yeah, she was just having a conversation. She's like, it's like a, and I looked at her and she was like, birth anniversary. I was like, Mom.
That's awesome.
Your mom listens to the show.
Every morning.
Her mom's the coolest.
Hi, Heather's mom. I'm Derek.
That's not creepy. Excuse Derek, mother. Ooh, I've never called my mom mother. No,
Yeah,
never again.
Doesn't that feel weird?
Never again.
I'm just trying to be nice. Just trying to say hi.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Derek.
You're pushing it.
You invited me, so.
Hey, he was here on time today.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
He was sitting in my chair waiting on me.
Hey.
Got some cold rags for that burn.
Sick bird.
Man. Not
That's
even
right,
sure
because
what to
I
do
probably
anymore.
showed up at like 6:15. So
Well.
Derek was the only one prepared out of both of us.
I showed up at 6, and Tom's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Derek. I'll be on the radio today.
Tom was all, who are you?
That's paraphrased. He was very polite. He was like, hi, come on in.
It's kind of weird you being here at 6 o'clock in the morning, but all right.
Who's the sweetheart today?
Oh, man. Our sweetheart today is Haley Lewis. And it's her birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Haley.
What's the word for that when you're the sweetheart of the day?
Sweet a birthday.
Birthday.
Birthday. She just added an extra syllable in there.
Syllable.
Y'all need to get Alex to work on that. Come up
Or
with
his
another.
athletics.
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 Jeez. Well, Haley's going to be receiving a beautiful rose and a bud vase from the fine folks at Faye's Flowers. If you happen to see Haley today, be sure to tell her happy birthday. Congratulate her on getting Sweetheart of the Day. Thank her for everything that she does. And give her $23.39.
Oh, it was right on the marker. I saw that.
That's right.
I synced it.
That's right. You synced it.
Yep.
Bam.
We nail it. Like every day.
It's the little things that make you happy.
It really is, man. Hey, do you know what today is?
It's Tuesday. I know what today is. I know.
Just reminded
It's
me.
coming up. Dude, we got to play the numbers game like 12 times last week.
We did. It was pretty awesome.
Heather was so excited.
She's excited now.
Yeah.
Just thinking about doing the numbers game last week has got her way excited. Probably more than she should.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
Like I said, little things.
She's got this big cheese on her face.
What are you talking about?
She's also smiling.
Huh. What are you talking about? I'm always smiling.
That's true. That's true. You wake us up with your grin every morning. It's kind of creepy. I just look up and you're just, hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
Did you guys know that this year, this is going to be the 17th annual Pops in the Park?
We've had 17 of them?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I only remember like 5 of them.
Yeah, 17th annual. That's amazing.
Just like it was the 81st annual.
We're going to have fireworks, a big fireworks show
We
this
are.
year. Excited about that. Big thanks to everybody that pitched in to help out this year.
Yeah, thank you, sponsors.
Bring it on. And, of course, this is one of those things. It's just an ongoing thing. And we're always needing help and donations and stuff like that for the Pops Fund. So I definitely always feel free to help out because this is a free event to the community. It's not like you have to pay to go down there and watch the symphony and watch the Pops. It's all free.
Go celebrate your independence.
Yeah, just show up. So definitely.
Freedom is free.
Donations are always appreciated and needed. Gate's going to open up at 5 for that. There's vendor spaces still available for Pops in the Park. So if you're interested in becoming a vendor, getting up there and selling some cool stuff, you can contact Leslie Witten at 264-2504. Again, that's Leslie at 264-2504. And, of course, this year, as always, we'll have Dr. Keith Grauman up there with the Big Spring Symphony Orchestra up there performing. AC and the Heaters is going to be performing there as well.
Yeah.
That guy's all over the place. He's performing like everything going on lately. He was at the rodeo, and he'll be at the Pops. He's going to be performing Friday night at Fantastic this Friday.
And still he makes time to sell insurance.
I know. Like a good neighbor.
Adrian is there. Oh.
In my office.
Man, I can't believe that the Pops or the Fantastic Fourth is already this weekend.
It's here, man.
Kind of snuck up on us a little bit.
It did.
I was asleep at the wheel.
Oh, wow.
I tried to get them to follow me on Twitter yesterday.
Did you?
Well, I followed them. That's as far as I got. That's as hard as I tried.
Well, you should send him a message on Twitter today and be like, I gave y'all a shout out.
Yeah.
Kinda. On the morning show.
I worked a pun of your band into my show.
So you should follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's exactly.
Follow for follow.
Yeah, that's how it should work.
F4F.
I don't know the Twitter etiquette, but I'm sure it's similar to the YouTube etiquette.
Mark Chestnut follows us on Twitter.
Really?
Derek, yeah.
Wow.
We're pretty huge.
How many
I don't
people
know.
does Mark Chestnut follow?
I don't know.
Like 10,000?
Just 2.
I don't know. Bubba shot
his wife at KBST.
I don't know how to tell you this, but we're kind of a big deal.
That's right. Mark Chestnut, son. Mark Chestnut. I think this is like the 13th annual Fantastic Fourth this year.
It's been around a while.
Yeah. And it's grown so much every year. It seems like they add a block every year downtown, just something new.
Where do we park for Fantastic Fourth?
Wherever.
Anywhere.
I kind of need to know
Somewhere downtown.
because I finally get to go after a long absence in my life. I've been working,
Yeah.
so now I get to go, and I want to go both nights.
I would say one of the, like I'm going to say this, now everybody's going to do it, so it's not going to be a good place to park anymore. But I was going to say like around 2nd, 3rd Street down there in that area are usually good places to
Earmuffs, everyone. Earmuffs while he's talking to me.
Yeah, I'm giving Derek insider information here. Like 2nd, 3rd Street down there on that area between like Main, Scurry, over in those areas, down there kind of by the courtyard. And
I would just
Beans
park
World.
by 87 and pretend that my car was part of the dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place, the Settles parking lot. There's a big parking lot right back there. I think they opened that one up for it.
That parking lot right by the Ritz.
The entire just Main Street right there in front of Wells Fargo to the post office is usually there's a lot of parking there too, and that's like right behind the stage, kind of.
How about we save gas and walk, guys? Yeah, no, I'm not
Nope.
walking.
We have VIP parking. We have a.
Oh.
I have a little trick up my sleeve for where we have to. Well, because there's like a meeting place that we have to go to downtown.
Yeah.
And there's like an alleyway that we can actually pull into to go park to get to that meeting place.
Well,
We still have to walk 4 miles to get to the stage, so it's not like we're getting any special.
4 miles.
Pretty much, yeah. Not really. It's just a block and a half.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
In the middle of the summer, that's might as well
4
be 4
miles.
miles. That's the way I look at it.
Right.
At least there ain't no humidity, or at least there's not as much humidity as there could be.
Maybe.
So,
true that.
Be thankful for that.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, either way, it's still gonna be.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Good time.
Hey, we're gonna have the numbers game coming up. We're gonna give away some free food.
Finally.
You about ready to do that?
I'm waiting
We'll
since
do
6
that.
o'clock.
We'll do that next time. Good morning. We got TSN coming up on KVST.
Good morning. This is Morning News Break. From the Texas State Network, I'm Chuck Martin reporting. Ahead this Tuesday, June 24th.
I'm Emily Trube. Do the thousands of children and teenagers coming across the border pose a public health risk?
We begin, though, with a dire warning from Governor Perry, who got a first-hand look at an overcrowded detention center in Weslaco yesterday, filled with Central American kids waiting to be processed. Afterwards, the governor called on Washington to stop what he called a major pending disaster.
You're going to see a trail of tears again from Central America to Texas. There will be numbers of people die en route.
The governor says the problem transcends partisan politics, describing the harsh conditions the young people are enduring to get here.
There's babies. I mean, there are babies there that have been transported all across Mexico.
Earlier, Senator Ted Cruz and Attorney General Greg Abbott toured a temporary shelter at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio. Abbott says the state is taking the lead to combat the stream of migrants by sending DPS troopers to the border and Washington the bill.
To pay for the ground operation that the state of Texas needs to deploy. To date, they have failed to do so. I'm proud that Senator Cruz has sent a letter in support of my request for this funding.
The so-called border surge is estimated to cost $1.3 million a week. State officials are also asking President Obama for 1,000 National Guard troops and Predator drones. The Texas Medical Association is calling on Governor Perry and the president to allow doctors to screen these kids.
Dr. Austin King says that right now the only kids who are being checked out are the ones who are obviously sick.
The problem is that a lot of these people are not going to volunteer that they're sick.
He says that there's no way to know if these children and teenagers coming from Central and South America have had their shots for diseases like measles. Dr. King says that in order for more doctors to go down to the border, emergency funding would likely need to be approved, and the federal government would have to change some policies in order to allow everyone coming across the border to have a medical screening. Emily Trube, TSN News.
The federal government in the process of transforming an empty 55,000 square foot warehouse in McAllen into a processing facility for unaccompanied child immigrants. It could eventually accommodate about 1,000 children. A Richmond police officer is being hailed as a hero after saving a woman from certain death. Officer Ramon Morales' dashboard video shows railroad crossing arms lowering as Morales runs to the tracks, grabs the woman, and pulls her to safety in this area not far from Houston. Coming up.
I'm Chris Schneider. Tim Duncan's made a big decision on his future.
And Mike Rogers' other side of the news ahead on TSN Morning News Break.
Have you heard that now you get to choose your electricity provider? If you've heard that, you'll want to hear this. Given that same choice, more Texans have chosen TXU Energy than any other electricity provider. Let me repeat that. More Texans count on TXU Energy than any other electricity provider. There's a reason for that. Well, lots of reasons. I won't bend your ear, but I will mention that we're a Texas company serving Texans with a rock-solid reputation. And listen to this. TXU Energy has fair electricity rates with just the right plan to fit your energy needs. Oh, and if you ever need customer service, we're all ears. So for your home or even your business, talk to one of our expert advisors to learn why we're the right choice for so many Texans. Call 1-855-TXU-9208 or visit TXU.com. TXU Energy, for home and business, the right things right now.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. With no movement on immigration reform in Congress, the produce industry is having to make do with labor available under the current H-2A visa system. Valley Harvesting and Packing owner Steve Scaroni says there must be approvals from 5 different government agencies to get a worker out of Mexico and working in the U.S. legally.
Every worker is background checked, fingerprinted, and if they have any criminal history in the system, they're excluded and cut off at the border, and they can't come.
Scaroni says a legal H-2A worker makes more in an hour than they get paid in Mexico working a full day. Well, where to find $4 billion? That's what Texas A&M's Texas Transportation Institute says is necessary in order to keep the state's roads from getting worse. And lawmakers gather at the Capitol today to discuss options. One, according to Bill Hammond of the Texas Association of Business, is to increase fees.
We're talking about increasing registration fees by $50 a year. That's less than $1 a week. Any business would be happy to pay that based on our board of directors. It voted unanimously to support that increase.
Another option is raising the state's gas tax, which hasn't been adjusted since 1991. In November, voters will decide the fate of Prop 1, which would divert $1.3 billion in oil and gas tax revenue to TxDOT. TxDOT's holding a public hearing in Austin today with the Texas Transportation Commission recommending taller billboards along interstate and primary highways where the size isn't governed by municipal ordinances.
Billboards along state highways are currently limited to no taller than 42.5 feet. That could be increased to 65 feet, with outdoor advertising companies saying the taller signs will be easier to read as people are speeding by. Mitch Carr, TSN News.
TxDOT beginning an experiment in San Antonio, Waco, and Brownwood on variable speed limits. The agency's Laura Lopez says the traffic message signs along the road will set lower speed limits ahead of where traffic is heavy or there's a crash on the road.
There will be in 5-mile increments, so as traffic is coming to an area where there is congestion, obviously the speed limits will begin to reduce.
Lopez says the idea is to reduce rear-end collisions. Judge John Dietz will continue to preside over the school finance trial in Austin. Outside Judge David Peoples of San Antonio won't remove Dietz over a charge leveled by Attorney General Abbott that emails exchanged between district attorneys and the judge showed Judge Dietz was no longer impartial. The tiny Lone School District, south of Abilene, only has about 100 students, yet federal prosecutors claim Patty Smith, the district's business manager, had quite a time, stealing more than $500,000.
Like many other thefts at some point, can't really conceal it any further, especially when you're taking that kind of money.
Assistant U.S. Attorney Matthew Devlin says Smith faces up to 15 years in prison, while a Galveston man is looking at 10 years behind bars after pleading guilty to charges he steered more than $385,000 in federal retirement benefits intended for a dead woman into his account. 64-year-old John Stephen Davis admitted he obtained power of attorney over the woman's bank account just weeks before she died and failed to notify the government. Prison guards don't typically look forward to the hot summer weather. That's because inmates seem to get into more trouble in the state's unair-conditioned prisons. Some 3,000 criminal charges have been filed against inmates since 2009. Lance Lowry, president of the state's Correctional Employee Union, says many prisoners skip their psychiatric meds.
They don't want to take them with the extreme heat because they have a tendency to inhibit the body's ability to cool off.
The numbers also show some 600 charges have been brought against guards since 2009. State and federal climatologists are hosting a public forum in Wichita Falls this morning. That is ground zero in the ongoing drought. It'll be a chance for suffering residents to hear from panelists. They'll be discussing financial resources that might be available, while state climatologist John Nielsen Gammon, who has said that the current drought is the second worst on record in Texas since 1895, will present weather forecasts for the next 6 months. Up next, we've got Mike Rogers for you.
Chuck, it's an American fast food staple, and no one's eaten more of them than this guy.
When I go in on Monday, I get 6. So I got enough for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursdays, I get 8 all the time.
We'll have more coming up on the other side of the news.
And Chris Schneider has sports as Morning News Break for Tuesday, June 24th continues.
Better buy from Benny, and you'll get a better buy.
Now, when we say you'll get a better buy at Benny Boyd, we mean it.
But what exactly does a better buy mean for you? Well, at Benny Boyd, you'll meet genuine, honest folks like yourself who will treat you right and get you exactly what you want. Especially if what you want is a better price.
Ain't no better way to buy, so don't you even try to make it worth the drive.
You can even buy your new car or truck over the phone, and Benny Boyd will deliver it right to your doorstep at no extra charge. And with over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, you'll find the perfect vehicle at the better price. And that, my friends, is what the Benny Boyd Better Buy is all about. So come get a better buy from Benny Boyd in La Mesa at 2713 Lubbock Highway.
Better buy from Benny and you'll get a better buy. That's Benny Boyd, y'all.
Find new roads.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. Here's TSN's Mike Rogers with the other side of the news.
When we first spoke with Don Gorski, and this was several years ago, he was approaching Big Mac number 15,000, although his obsession started well before then.
Actually, it was when I got my first car, and then the first place I went to was McDonald's.
Right there in his hometown of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
That was the best hamburger I ever had in my life.
So he ordered 2 more.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and special sauce.
And then 2 more the next day, and a couple more the day after that. And it wasn't long before Don made himself a promise. He was going to eat at least 1 Big Mac every day for the rest of his life. And here we are, 39 years later. Have you missed any days at all?
Yeah, I missed 8 days.
But every single one of the other 14,236, he has eaten 1. At least 1.
When I go in on Monday, I get 6. So I got enough for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursdays I get 8 all the time. So I got enough for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That boy ain't right.
There's something about a Big Mac that keeps you coming back.
Oh, and did we mention that Don saves all of his Big Mac cartons?
Right now on the top of my refrigerator, all the Big Mac cartons from this year. Let's see, there should be 262 of them up there.
Have you ever had a quarter pounder?
I might have if my kids didn't finish eating it, but I've never ordered one.
Nope, just the Big Macs. 25,000 of them now. We finally hit that milestone this week. That's 50,000 patties, 94 gallons of special sauce, and 4.5 million sesame seeds. And I know what you're thinking here.
I'm 6'2", and I just weighed myself this morning as 190.
With a cholesterol level, it would make Lance Armstrong envious.
Now, who can argue with that?
How much longer can you go?
I plan on eating them till I die.
And I'm Mike Rogers with the other side of the news. How about a McRib?
Never had one.
On TSN.
Chris Schneider's got sports.
Thank you, Chuck. Good morning. The college baseball national champion could be crowned tonight. Vanderbilt opened the best-of-3 championship round at the College World Series with a 9-8 win over Virginia last night. So the Commodores can win it all with a victory tonight. As for the big boys, Rangers and Astros both off last night. They'll both be busy again this evening. Texas opening a homestand against Detroit. Houston will be at home against Atlanta. Tim Duncan's made a decision. He will be back for another year with the Spurs. He just won his 5th championship. Duncan will make $10.3 million next year. Carmelo Anthony, though, is headed out of New York. He's decided to leave the Knicks and become a free agent. World Cup continues. That USA-Portugal game was the most-watched soccer game in American history. Chris Schneider, TSN Sports.
Thanks, Chris. And recapping our top story, Governor Perry predicts a 21st century trail of tears if something isn't done to cut off the flow of Central American kids entering the U.S. It's up almost 99% in just the last 3 years. The governor's stark reaction came after he toured an overcrowded federal processing facility in Weslaco. With Morning News Break, I'm Chuck Martin, TSN News.
Officers and staff of the State National Bank express appreciation to all those customers and friends who attended the bank's ribbon cutting and open house last month. If you haven't been in to see the remodeling, you're invited to do so. The changes are making banking more convenient and provide a warm atmosphere. Come see us. We've been helping customers get to a rewarding future since 1909. State National Bank. People you know, tradition you trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The t-shirts are coming. T-shirts are coming. The Pops in the Park t-shirts are coming. Want a sneak peek? Log on to kbestmedia.com to see this year's official Pops in the Park t-shirt from your official Pops in the Park radio stations at KBest Media. As always, the free Pops t-shirts will be launched into the crowd at Pops in the Park on July 3rd. But if you want to make sure that you and your family get these patriotic shirts, tomorrow is the last day you can order them at kbestmedia.com. These top quality shirts are just $15, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Pops in the Park Fund to help keep our fireworks show spectacular. T-shirts are available in youth sizes and adult sizes, but they must be ordered by tomorrow. It's the last day to pre-order. So log on to kbestmedia.com right now to order your size. That's kbestmedia.com. KBEST media.com. Let's show our patriotism and have a fabulous fireworks show this year at Pops in the Park.
Coming to theaters near you, the hottest movie of the summer. Wait, wrong voice track. You're listening to Gooney in the Morning on KBST.
Welcome back. Oh, you're listening to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. It's Tuesday, June 24th, 7:45 here at the KBS Studios. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
Derek, the Baritans here.
Yeah.
Oh, you saved it for me.
Gooney here with you this morning, waking you up, getting you on your way to work or summer school. Summer school still going on?
I read the summer school lunch today,
Yeah,
so...
but don't they do lunches all through summer?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give Gooney a smart aleck remark and then
be proven wrong.
Real quick.
There's plenty of room for sarcasm.
Yeah, there should be. There should be.
Get out of here, Derek.
Hey, we had some more birthdays coming on our Facebook page
I saw that.
while we were away. I want to give some shout-outs here. We had, let's see, Christian Rojas Fair wishing a happy 18th birthday to Gabby Fair. Happy birthday, Gabby. Of course, Debbie Valverde put a happy birthday to Haley on here also, Haley Lewis.
Our birthday fairy.
Mary Zitterkopf wants to wish a happy birthday to Cindy Lambert. Happy birthday, Cindy. And then Betty Martinez wishing a happy birthday to Vanessa Valencia.
Happy birthday.
More birthdays out there.
Birthday fairy? What?
Debbie's our birthday fairy, man.
Debbie.
Debbie.
Debbie Valverde.
Debbie.
I had so much fun yesterday. I get to go out to lunch with them yesterday.
I bet that was
cool.
fun.
Cool.
Just Melinda and Debbie together is just amazing.
It was Melinda Flanagan, Debbie Valverde, and Kelly Sills. And myself.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that must have been a really fun lunch.
That was a lunch. It was amazing, too. That was the first time I'd actually had a full meal at the Settles. I'd had appetizers and stuff.
I haven't even been inside of the Settles.
There was this fruit cup that they gave. I had a ham croissant.
Oh,
it was funny because Melinda, they asked for Melinda's order, and she was like, "Yes, I'd like this ham croissant." You know, Melinda is. Of course, they were all laughing. They came around to me. I was like, "I want the same thing she had, minus the French accent." That's what I want. But yeah, it was incredible. The fruit cup was just bam.
Yeah, no, I haven't even been in there.
Yeah, you should go. It was really good. It was really, really good.
I mean, they really step up. Even the hamburger and fries that they serve.
Yeah.
It's stepped up to the max.
Because you know that after y'all went to that meeting, I was at the station by myself.
Were you?
I was the only one here.
I'm so lonely. So lonely.
Team America World Police. America.
So sad.
Hello.
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 Let's give away some free food.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I picked my range and I picked my number.
Giving away some free food brought to you by Brenda's Hilltop Cafe, 1307 East 4th Street. Brenda's is open 11 to 8, Monday through Friday. Hey, since today's Tuesday, lunch special from 11 to 3, chicken strips. Get some chicken.
I want some chicken.
And then tonight from 4 to 8, the dinner special. all-you-can-eat pork ribs for $10.95. That's down there at Brenda's Hilltop Cafe.
Wow.
Yeah, now we're going to give away a free meal for 2 by playing the numbers game. All you got to do is call in and correctly guess the number that Heather has picked out. What's your range, Heather?
17 to 29.
263-KBST, 263-5278 for your chance to win a free meal.
4-2.
Down at Brenda's Hilltop Cafe.
Y'all are so silly. Answer the phone.
Hi, you're on Gooney in the Morning. What's your guess?
20.
Oh, it's going to be a little higher than 20. Give us a call back. Thanks for calling. 263-KBST, 263-5278.
So 20 and 29.
Narrowing it down. Narrowing it down right quick. 263-KBST.
Cold, brutal rejection, Gooney.
Dude, you gotta,
thank you. Call again.
You got to move through these quick. No. You got to get through them. Hi, you're on Gooney in the Morning. What's your guess?
24.
Oh, it's going to be lower than 24. Give us a call back.
So
263-KBST, 263-5278. Thanks for the call.
20 to 24.
That narrowed it down pretty quick right there.
It sure did.
Wow.
They're going to get it. Watch.
Here it is. Bam. Hi. You're on Gooney in the Morning. What's your guess?
22.
Ah, nailed it.
Yes.
Bam. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, 22. Who are we talking to?
Peggy Morales.
Peggy?
Peggy Morales.
Peggy Morales. What are you doing this morning?
Relaxing at the house.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And winning free food?
Lucky.
Yes, sir.
What a day for you. Get to hang out at the house and get some free food. Do you eat at Brenda's often?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, you're going to start, and you're going to kick it off with a free meal. Do you know where the K-Best Studio is located at, Peggy?
Yes.
All right, you can just come by down here between 9 and 5 Monday through Friday, and we got your certificate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening. You have a fantastic day.
You too.
Thanks. There
Yay.
we go. Wow.
That's how you get people to go eat at Brenda's Hilltop Cafe, is you play Free Food Tuesday. And they'll go check it out. And they're going to be like, this food is really, really good.
And then they're hooked.
Exactly, because that's what happened with me.
Is it?
Even when it was Brenda's.
Yeah.
Like, in the old building, man. I love that food.
Why are you pointing at me?
I was pointing that way.
Okay, it was over there.
Hey, I'm dyslexic. I don't know east from west
Brenda's.
either.
Even when Derek Tent owned it, and it was Brenda's back in the day.
For the record, I never owned Brenda's.
That was never, no, that didn't.
Not long.
I wasn't even pointing at you.
You, I think your pin was.
Yeah, the pin.
Well, I'm not in control of this pin.
The pin was.
I have no
I'm
authority
not in control in this pin in my hand right now.
that I'm riding with at the moment.
In my hand. Nothing. Wow.
The pen is blue. That's what I thought about in that situation from Liar Liar.
Oh, yeah.
When he's like writing all over himself.
That's a black pin.
I almost got you.
I can't lie.
I ran a red light. I was speeding. I love that movie.
References.
Hey, look. That pen is black.
Wow. That just happened.
It did.
That just happened.
Listeners, she wrote on me with a pen.
Check out the new website, kbestmedia.com. You can always click on the YouTube button right there and watch cool stuff like Heather writing on Derek in a black pen.
It's not blue. It's black.
It's black. We have proof. We have proof.
His arm.
His arm.
His arm.
That's the proof.
The show has officially fallen apart.
It has. It has. I don't even know what's going on anymore. There we go. Let's just end it. Let's just end it. Hey, got Craig Ferguson coming in today?
We sure do.
How about
From
that?
Texas Tech alumni.
He's going to be talking Texas Tech today. He's not talking,
There we go.
He's not talking fire. He's talking
No.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
It's going to be exciting.
We throwing our guns up.
Are you a Texas Tech fan
I'm
now,
a
or-
huge Tech.
Are
I've
you really?
always been a Texas Tech fan.
You are so confused.
Do you know why I like Texas Tech?
No.
Their softball team.
Really?
They have an amazing softball team.
Do they?
That is the only kind of sport I watch from Texas Tech is their softball team.
How many College World Series do they have?
I don't know those.
And you're not a
kind
fan.
of- If you're watching the webcam, everybody. Who dat, Gooney?
The people that stole Who Dey
Nope.
from the Bengals,
Nope.
who's been like a tradition for the past
Who
60
dat?
years.
Who dat? Even Charles will agree with me.
Hey, let's not have an original thought. Let's just take something from the Bengals that sounds cool and just change a couple of letters. That's what happened. Sorry.
Just wait till we're off the air. Just wait.
Just wait till playoff time again.
No. I'm not worried about the Bengals.
You should be.
I'm not.
You should be.
Not at all.
You should be. What was your favorite part of the show, Derek?
Oh, that's a thing. I should have thought of something. No, I have some. I liked the part of the show where we talk to each other about local topics. No, Fantastic Four.
What?
That's a good one. I like that. Heather, what was your favorite part of the show?
Hearing Tom's story about twisting his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You missed that.
My favorite part of the show was being on the microphone and pushing buttons and
doing stuff.
You just stole my joke. Come.
And it was better.
It was like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, that did just happen. Okay, then my favorite part of the show was stealing Derek's joke about 30 seconds ago. Because it made us laugh. And hey, remember, if you're not laughing,
you're not living.
Right away in a Texas Edition Silverado from Pollard Chevrolet Buick Cadillac, 1501 East 4th Street. It's sleek. 20-inch chrome wheels, monochromatic door handles. It seats 5 comfortably and has under-seat storage. It's rugged, whether hauling furniture or equipment. It gets the job done in style. That's Texas style. Silverado with a big silver star. What a deal! Buy local, receive VIP treatment. The price is right at Pollard. A lot of truck for your buck. Compare and save cash and time. Drive only a mile for a smile. Right away today from Pollard Chevrolet.
This is where the cowboy rides away.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
It's the green time of year when trees display their new leaves and fresh grass decorates the yard. This is the active season when you do summer things. Go to a baseball game, go swimming, catch a fish, take a fun trip to Six Flags, or just relax with friends on the patio. You're going to be doing some extra driving and you want your car or pickup to be ready to go when you are. If you need a part, call Westex at 263-5000. The folks in the know when it comes to parts for late model pickups. Snyder Highway, Big Spring. You've got commodes, sinks, faucets, bathtubs, food disposals, pipes, hot tubs, swimming pools, water heaters, and they all need fixing on occasion. Who are you going to call? Gartman. That's right, Gartman. You usually think of Gartman when you have a problem with heating or cooling, but Gartman does plumbing too. Gartman, when you need a plumber or help with air conditioning and heating. 267-9000.
My name is Phil, and this is my Alon road trip. Fina is now Alon. My crew and I are traveling to each store, bringing a new name, new signs, and a new attitude. Follow me at myalon.com. Enter to win free gas and prizes. Play our Facebook games. Apply for an Alon credit card at myalon.com. Myalon.com. Enter to win free gas and prizes. Play our Facebook games. Apply for an Alon credit card at myalon.com. Myalon.com. And I'll see you along the way.
This is the Huckabee Report for Tuesday. I'm Mike Huckabee from Israel with a story all Americans need to hear. That's next. This Identity Theft Minute is sponsored by LifeLock, relentlessly protecting your identity. Like most of us, Sandy never thought identity theft could happen to her, but then an angry ex posted her social security number, address, and driver's license